Hey guys, Barefoot Willie here again. I got out here and I got to messing around with this Volare, and I seen we have a big rust spot right here. It's pretty nasty. It's letting a bunch of water in to the trunk here. That's just kind of surface rust. It isn't rusted through or nothing. It's still solid. I just wanted to be able to park this car outside and not have it leak no more. And seriously, if my mom is going to drive it, I don't want it to be a leaky, nasty mess. So I'm going to repair this section here today, get it closed back in with the metal. Maybe not all today, but I'm going to start it. You see I've already cut the spot welds that hold the metal that went from underneath here down to here. So I'm working on freeing that up, and I'm going to go have some angle bent and sheet metal, or maybe some Z-channel, and I'm going to work it in here and then start tacking it in place. Then I'll run a bead of sealant like it had originally down here, smooth it out. These holes will be plug welded in. We'll finish them off a little bit. I want to be able to back tape from right here all the way over here, and just spray only this in epoxy primer after I get it clean and prepped right. Of course, I'm going to patch in some metal here, and once I have it all tacked in, sealed up, then we'll go ahead and put some epoxy primer on it. And that's pretty much as far as I'm going to go with it, because, you know, just for what it is. I'm not going to paint the car. I love the patina on this car. I love the, you know, around the gas cap, the little leaky. See, I mean, it's just perfect. Everything about this car screams old and crusty, you know. It would be so unsuspecting when this car starts doing a massive burnout. And just cool. I got a limited slip deal planned for this thing. Just kind of super sleeper, and you know, of course, by today's standards, it ain't going to be that badass, but you know, just something like, wow, something different, something I can take my daughter to concerts in and have a good time, or whatever. Just a good time car that isn't going to cost $1 million. So stay posted. I'm going to show some more on this throughout the day. I'll keep it edited. When we come back, we'll see how far we can get. All right, thanks guys. So for cutting, most of the time I use mostly the air saw is what I use mostly for cutting on sheet metal. If you was wondering how I did the spot welds, I use what's called a Blair roto broach on a drill at a slow speed. It's a 3/8 cutter. They sell them in all different sizes, all the way up to about 9/16 of an inch, even probably even longer or bigger if you get a bigger tip. That's perfect for cutting spot welds. On the slow speed on your drill is what you want to use. It keeps it from burning up the tip. That's my main two tools for when I'm working with sheet metal. And then of course, if you can swing it, get you one of these 90-degree die grinder with a carbide burr on it. That takes eating away little rusty pieces of sheet metal, making them disappear super fast. Makes it go real quick. 3 simple tools and about all it takes. We're going to keep eating away at this until we get it to where we can start folding some metal back in there and closing that off. Okay, so we've removed a little more material here. As you can see here, we have a cut in. There's a little bit of extreme rust. There's a piece of metal underneath here that I'm trying to save. I'm going to flange it down, step it down, to set another piece of metal in over top of here that's going to break 90 degrees down and hang out to about here to accept the other piece of metal I'm going to put in from under the bottom 90 degrees up, and then I'm going to spot weld these two 90-degree pieces together here, 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 and that's where you're going to get the channel of sealant. It's going to seal the two together and make them disappear. So stay tuned, and we're going to keep cutting away metal until I think it's where we need to be. Then we're going to fit some new metal. Hey guys, Barefoot Willie here. Beautiful sunny day out on the strawberry farm. Gorgeous day today. I decided I'd work on the trunk of this Volare a little bit, get it sealed up over here. I'm about to spray it with some epoxy primer. I'm going to post some pictures in the video just showing a couple of the few steps. I'm trying to work alone, so taking pictures, taking videos is kind of hard to do. So I'm going to try to get better at that as I go along. I got a tripod where maybe I can do some time-lapse things in the near future, but right now I'm just one guy. It's kind of hard to do, so I just wanted to walk around and kind of show you what I did to the car a little bit as of this point, and then we'll work on prepping it to get a little white epoxy primer on there. At that point in time, I'm done. I'm not going any further. This car will be my first kind of sleeper with an unusual engine. I've never had the, like a sleeper car that didn't cost $1 million before. Well, I've never had a car that cost $1 million either, but you catch my drift. So this is going to be the first real sleeper opportunity that I've had to keep this wonderful patina, this perfect old raggedy patina this car has, and to not go any further except for the engine. So I fixed the rust, as you can see here. Got all this welded in. That's real metal. It's just a little filler to make it look good, as you can hopefully see underneath there. I don't know what you can see. Anyway, we'll be back here in a couple minutes. I get this thing pushed out in the yard. I'm even going to spray it outside. I care that little about it. I just want to seal it up so the trunk don't fill with water and I have another frog pond. Anyway, we'll be back in another minute. Thank you. Hey guys, everybody, we're back. So I just put some epoxy primer on this thing. That's all I'm going to do. I'm leaving it there, man. Sleeper. I've never had a sleeper before. Had plenty of cars that never woke up, but I've never had an actual sleeper. So there's the bright white epoxy primer, painted up right to the line. Nicest paint on the vehicle. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know there's a million videos out there on busting rust, but thanks for watching mine. Appreciate you. Till next time, that's one step closer to putting the Hot Rod Slant 6 in this thing, guys. I'll see you in the next video.